Girl.
Real conversation between real friends, hosted by me and.
It's hosted by Nia Bear and me, Abigail.
Now she's saying my first and last name.
Record scratch.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's so funny. I love it. She said, take my last name off, but keep yours on. I
Cause
love it.
your name just go together. It came
It's
out.
actually blended perfectly, and I'm not a criminal, so I'm good. Um, how was your weekend, Abigail?
Girl, my weekend went pretty good. Okay, so at first I was excited for a month. I was going to a football game. I was gonna see my parents. They were gonna drive down. My cousin was supposed to be coming up from. He's in college. He was supposed to be coming up with his band. None of that happened. I ended up going to a. I ended up going to a football game thinking I was gonna see my cousin in the band, see my parents. No, I just went to an Alabama State football game. Sat on the Alabama State side. As y'all know, I went to Tuskegee. It's a small rivalry there. Just a you know,
Well,
just a friendly type of thing. But I was sitting there like this, like leading up to the game. I was going to this game that I wouldn't even be at. But it was a really
oh
good
my
time,
gosh.
girl. I was so close, and if anybody asked me this, I'll never admit it. I was enjoying listening to ASU's band. They had like a '70s theme. They had a lot of funk going on,
I love
and
it.
girl, my parents. They laughed because I had old parents when I was young, but I was on the songs y'all that people finding out about now. Okay, I was on them, and so they was, and I was singing it. I had a very good time. I ended up giving away my parents' tickets to a friend of mine, and my husband brought his mentee with him. So we had a good time. And I don't know about this, but y'all ever had a college game that served hot wings?
Never.
I got some hot wings at the game, man.
I've never. Nachos, yes. Hot dogs, of course. Hot wings, that's a whole different level.
Girl, we've even had pretzels and cheese, all of the essentials,
Let me ask the
popcorn.
one question that everybody wants to know. Are they both HBCUs?
Yes, yes.
So you knew who was gonna be there. Ain't nobody coming to no football game for no pretzel.
But I never look. They usually do not just hot dogs, but they do the sausage with the peppers. They hook that up. They be having the grills going. But I never went to a game and they got hot wings.
Well, you know what? Actually, when I went to the PV versus TSU game, they have a whole restaurant inside of their thing now. So you can get and you can get margaritas and all types of stuff. People was in there drinking, and I'm like, who giving y'all these margaritas? You know what I'm saying? They selling margaritas here, and they
Look,
putting margaritas in like the bottomless margarita cups.
we was walking up and of course we parked off somewhere. We not paying for no parking. We was walking up and I left my water and stuff in the car because I'm like they gonna make me. I'm not gonna be able to bring it in with me anyway. Girl, I seen this dude. He had some Hennessy pineapples, and the way I know it was Hennessy pineapples, there was pineapples cut up, and they was in this clear container, right?
Hold
And
on,
they had the brown. I'm like, that gotta
hold
be
on,
Hennessy because people drink that as a drink, a Hennessy
hold
pineapple.
on.
What?
He was not soaking his pineapples in Hennessy. One of these days, I'm gonna tell you what Abigail used to do when she was younger, but they was not soaking. They were gummy bears.
Nia does drugs. She said she has no.
Any drugs?
Don't say
Oh yeah.
First of all, don't say what Abigail used to do because who was right there with me? Who was? Hey, let's go to
Who's the
the.
one who did not know that people did that until you told me what you did? You offered them to me. It wasn't like I was like, let's try this. You said, let me tell you what I do.
You're a traitor.
He said, take the best, stir it up a little bit. They are in there. They ain't intoxicated.
It wasn't even no hard alcohol. It was just
Never.
schnapps.
I didn't
Okay.
even know what schnapps was. If she would have not told me it was alcohol, I would have thought it was syrup that you put in your lemonade.
It tastes good.
So,
It tastes good
yeah.
though. Girl.
What me and you used to do
I
after.
say, who the hell? They say, how did all of these wine coolers go missing? I
Why is it only the ones we don't like?
don't know.
Because we like them. Because we enjoy them.
They said, I
But,
know this pack had 30 in it.
but there's another level of putting pineapples in Hennessy. That is not a good drink. Like Hennessy, any type of fruit submerged in Hennessy cannot be good after you submerge them in Hennessy.
You know, people drink that. It's a Hennessy with pineapple. They drink it.
I've never known that.
Mm-hmm.
I like my Hennessy to not taste like Hennessy, so I pour so much stuff in it. Or when I was younger, I used to like it Hennessy with Hypnotic, and I would make an Incredible Hulk and have a good time. But I don't do that no more. I can't handle that type of liquor no more.
But before Nia decided to spill my guts, because she ain't spill her own guts, she gonna say,
You said my name. You
she-
said my whole name. We're even.
let me say what Abigail used to do. Who is she?
This was your past life. You're not even that person no more.
You sound like. Anyway, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. I'm happy that I went. Girl, they like HBCUs. They have my heart forever. Okay.
Brother.
And I was sitting there. I was like, yes, y'all better play. I was so in love. I will. You know what? I'll post a picture during my editing. Note to myself: put a picture right here of of my weekend. Okay. How was your weekend?
My weekend was relaxing. Also, trying to clean up. And then last night I went to a movie with one of my friends. We went to see Shang-Chi, which is now one of my top 5 favorite movies. That movie is so good. We went to a really nice theater that has these big comfy chairs and blankets, and they bring the food. You can, like, a waiter comes to you to order while you're in the movie theater. It was so fun. It's like a table in front of it. It was so fun. We had a good time. The movie was so good, and I did not fall asleep once. Because if you know me, you know if it's after 10 o'clock, the chances of me staying up is very slim to none. Because I like to go to sleep. But I did not go to sleep. I am a sleepy girl. Okay? Me and sleep go hand in hand. But I didn't go to sleep, so it was a good time. It was a good time.
Hilarious.
So this week, of course, you already know, after we get our greetings out the way, we always do our weekly segment, which is
Show us your cat.
Shake them titties, shake them titties, shake them titties.
Meow. Okay. So starting off, we will talk about my fat boy Einstein. Once again, as you can see him, he is here laid on the ground, stomach up, begging for some rubs. Nia thought it was a picture, was an old picture. Nope, that's a current picture of my cat
I thought it was an old picture.
doing what he does.
Being a cute little boy. He just want the love. That's all. Look at him. He's so cute.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's my boo.
okay, well, today we have we have my baby. This is Comet. This is how she wakes me up.
That's the mother.
This is the mother. She stares at me dead in the face. Okay? Dead in the face. Like, she's like, hey, girl, what are you doing? We're hungry. The babies are crying. Your other baby is whining. You need to get up. It's too late. And so I took a picture of this because I always tell people this is how she wakes me up. And literally she was like, look. So she's so cute. Look how cute and black she is. She's so cute.
Girl, is our show us your cats.
Yes.
Show us your cat.
We would love for you to hit us up in our DMs and send some of pictures of your beautiful fur babies to us at Old Girl Pod on Instagram, so that way we can start posting some of your beautiful animals. Okay?
I take a million pictures of my cat, but y'all know what he look like. I want to know what y'all animals look like.
Yeah, yeah, we do know what Iny look like. So today's conversation is one that we would love for everyone to chime in on and really participate and share and like and comment on Instagram or comment on YouTube comment section so we can have a conversation. So, Abigail, you ready to jump into today's topic?
I sure am.
Okay. So, should we give the background of where it came from, or should we just throw the topic out? What do you think?
I'll start the back. I'll start. So the other day we were having a conversation, and I had a little realization. Um, and I was we were just talking and joking, and it was we okay. So we were talking, and somehow it came up how in fifth grade, my parents bought me was gonna give me Chris Brown tickets for my birthday, and I said, "Oh yes." Now you gotta remember, fifth grade was what 15 years ago for me. So Chris Brown was
Wow.
yes, Chris Brown.
For her, not for me.
We the same
Okay.
age. We so Chris Brown was what 16,
He was popping.
and my
Okay.
man, okay.
Okay.
But anyway, this was yo, okay, and I was ready. I was ready to go. I was so excited. I was in class. I'm going to the Chris Brown concert. Mm. I'm so excited. Turns out, I don't know. And so I remember I have this distinct memory of going with my parents downtown. We were supposed to be getting the tickets. Something happened. Tickets fell through. We was not getting the tickets. Mind you, I'm in the car. And I remember knowing we were going to get the tickets. We're downtown Cleveland, knowing we were going to get the tickets. I don't remember what happened, but I remember how I felt. I had this pit in my stomach, in my chest. I was so hurt. I was devastated. And so bring it to present day, something disappointed me, and I felt those same feelings. And it started this conversation. You want to tell your story? It started this conversation
Yeah.
with me and Nia.
So I talked about we were in the theme of concerts. Okay. So I think this was the summer from ninth grade to 10th grade. Me and some of my people that I met at my summer job, we volunteered at painting this high school that's like in the inner city of Cleveland in exchange for tickets to see Drake and Bone Thugs in Harmony. Well, I got my tickets because I painted for 5 days. I painted 4 hours a day for 5 days in exchange for a Drake ticket. So I went to the concert. Me and my friend are down there. We at the concert. It starts to rain because it's an outdoor concert, and the concert is canceled. Bone Thugs and Harmony does not come. Drake does not come. It's a disaster. So what happens is they tell us that Drake is coming back later that year, and if you have that ticket, you can exchange it out to get a Drake ticket. Something happened. I don't know exactly what happened, but that didn't happen for me. So my mom was going to like the radio station in Cleveland was having 107.9 was having a raffle or whatever. If you met them where they were and whatever in Cleveland, then they'll give you the Drake tickets. Whoever can make it to their location, they'll give you the Drake ticket. Well, somehow my mom and my stepfather were not able to make it, but I was on the couch waiting. I said, I know they got the ticket. I know they got the ticket. She walked in. She said she didn't have it. Never known sadness. Never known. Never known disappointment and sadness in my stomach as I did that day. And so me and Abigail were talking about that feeling of disappointment. and how it's a feeling, but it like consumes your body, and you can feel it. You know what it is. You feel it. You know, different people feel it different places. I feel it in my stomach and like my heart space, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, like that's how I feel.
It feel and I basically we were talking about how even though that was like it wasn't not, nobody hit you, okay?
Nobody.
You didn't run into no wall or nothing, but you feel that you feel emotional pain physically,
Yep.
and and so we were talking about how those disappointments and how and bigger disappointments and how your body basically remember the pain and how your body reacts to those signals.
Yeah.
Like I'm like your body don't care if it's real or not. Your body said
It feels it. It
mm-hmm.
feels it. And my favorite saying for the last like 2 months have been like, your body keeps the score.
Mm-hmm.
Like your body keeps those feelings, and those feelings you can always tell how you feel based on your body's response to it.
Mm-hmm.
And we all, and once you have a disappointing experience and your body reacts whatever way your body reacts to disappointment. Now, the next time you feel you feel disappointment, your body will react the same way it reacted the first time, and then the third time, then the fourth. It would just feel the same, and you become like, "Oh, I know what that feeling is."
Mm-hmm. And so,
Ooh.
even though a situation might not be the same, your body is like, "Oh, this is the same."
Mm-hmm.
Red alert! Red alert! Abort! Abort!
It's the same. Okay, it's the same.
And I it kind of a little side note. The night before we had the conversation, I had talked to my mom, and she was telling me how uh her side of the family, the women, well, on my mom's side, it's all women. A lot of my friends are. Anyway, predisposed to like stress related diseases.
Mm.
Heart, stroke, stress. That's because our body react to stuff that's stress as though it's a physical attack.
Mm.
And so she was like, yeah, heart disease, diabetes, this and that, all stress related diseases. And I was like, really? You don't say. And she was telling me how she was happy. She was like, you are so far ahead because basically I started trying to check my emotional health younger than I guess they had. Stuff that come from being high strung as an individual, as a person. And I have a tendency to run on the high strung side. I'm not gonna lie. Everything made me go so, but she was telling me how much further ahead I am than previous generations of women on that side of the family because I sought my emotional health out earlier.
Yeah.
So.
And honestly, even if you just start off like doing wellness 2 years before anybody else in your family, that can have that can change the trajectory like a lot. Because if you're going to therapy, even if you go to therapy 4 times a year, but those other times you're implementing the things you and the therapist talk about, you are now aware of what can be your triggers. You're aware, and now we have a lot of resources that tell us about how we can really engage our mental health, and also how we can really tend to our self-care and ways we can alleviate stress. It's way easier now than in the past. In the past, nobody talked about it, or they were just pushing it under the rug, but now we have a green light to be very transparent about how we're doing mentally. Because me being a teacher, I had a teacher ask me on Friday when I was walking to my class in the morning. She was like, "How you doing today?" And I was like, "I'm doing good." And she was like, "I know everybody say they're doing good." She said, "But how are you really doing today?" See? And I said, "I'm surviving." And she said, "That's okay. We all are."
When People know better. Do not ask nobody how they doing twice. Okay?
Don't.
And if
Do
you ask them
not.
3 times, I might just start crying.
I might just start crying. Are you ready
I
to get
know.
a floodgate of emotions?
Oh, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. First of all, because that's my reaction answer. How you
Yes.
doing?
Yes.
Now you making me look at you like, who are you? I'm assessing who you are before I tell you how I'm really doing.
Yeah.
You ask, no, really, how are you doing?
How are you?
Obviously, this person cares, so here you go.
Oh, melodies from heaven. Woo! But no, like honestly, I've noticed that honestly it could be because of the new school I'm at, plus where I am mentally, that I'm having people who genuinely care for you to voice how you feel and want to aid you and really helping alleviate some of that. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
a person until last year I kept all things close to me. Like I didn't want to tell people how we're doing, or if I did, it was when it was so overwhelmed that they didn't even know this what I was enduring for as long as I was enduring it. And so last year was my year of freeing myself from feeling like I'm the only person who needs to know how I'm doing, honestly and truly.
Mm-hmm.
And so doing that, freeing myself from the shackles of feeling like I have to go through life with only me knowing how I'm feeling really allowed me to have closer relationships to my friends, but it also allowed me to feel better. I feel more supported and I don't feel as if I have no support or I don't feel like I can call on anybody to really help me in those times when I really need it.
And, huh, that's funny because it connected me back to that message you had sent to me earlier in the week, where basically when they said you tired, you doing all of this, and basically it don't get you nowhere.
Don't get you nowhere.
You doing all this and it don't get you nowhere, so you holding it in tight to your chest. Now you like it. Don't
Okay?
nobody care. Don't nobody even know.
Nobody knows. Like, a message Abigail is referring to is by Pastor Mike McClure of I
Rock
can't even
City.
say it. Rock City. Thank you, Rock City Church. He has a series called "I Quit," and talking about the power in quitting things that are not aligned with our vision or aligned with or that's too much. That's just too much, and it's not progressing us in the way that we thought it would. And so he talks about how you're grinding. He was like, a lot of y'all are grinding, and the problem is that you're grinding. You're working hard, and you're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's like you're swimming very, very, like you're frantically, but you're not going towards the shore. You just staying in the same spot. So you stay in afloat, but you got to move a lot just to stay afloat.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that's our problem is that I know that that's my problem. Sometimes I'm swimming very frantically and I'm only swimming to stay afloat.
You
I'm
better
not
take
staying,
accountability.
huh?
I say you better take
I'm
it.
gonna take out of it. I will, be doing a lot and it's not getting me the outcome that I thought it would, or it's giving me an outcome that is not aligned with where I'm trying to actually go. We have a lot of things I have a lot of things I want to accomplish in this world. But in order for me to do those things, I have to be honest about what needs to be done.
Sticking
What
with
were you
your
about to say?
swimming analogy,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, listen to me now. You sitting here panicking, but if you would just rest, if you would lay down and float, you would get further
Mm-hmm.
than you doing this. If you get on your back and go like this and release it, you will get
Yep.
carried.
Yep. Yep. I would get carried. I would get carried. And I think that that's my issue sometimes. Well, not that's my issue sometimes. I think that's what's hard to recognize is that in a society where people applaud you for working a lot, I told you I like naps. I'm a nap queen, okay? Because I prioritize my rest. Now, I also realize that in times resting can be a kind of escapism from doing.
Oh
But
yes.
sometimes if you are just doing well with where you are, but you're not grinding, you can seem as if you're not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I don't know what people's mental health or um, energy levels are like while they're grinding. Some people might be grinding, getting all these things, but they don't have time to enjoy it. And I seen this tweet by some guy. I really wish I would have screenshotted it. But he said, if we're supposed to labor, if we're supposed to enjoy the fruits of our labor, then then what happens when we're laboring so much that we never get a chance to enjoy it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that progressing backwards? And my answer is yes. Yes, Lord. Yes.
You full of the you got
That song
the
reminds me of my grandma's church. I feel like it's the only song I really heard.
but yes,
But yeah.
we let us like have y'all had experience with that, you know, where you feel emotional pain physically. I was listening to I told you I watched it's this podcast called the Love Hour podcast. It's hosted by Melissa Fredericks and her husband Kev on stage, Kevin Fredericks. And basically she was talking about EFT, which is emotionally focused therapy. I think she said it. And basically, the therapist will ask her. She mentioned how the therapist will ask her, "But where do you feel that?" Because she mentioned how she'll rationalize her emotions. She'll like something will come up and she'll quickly try to rationalize. You know what I'm saying? She won't stay into it. And I'm like, to be honest, I could probably use a little bit of that because I get into my feelings and then it's just I'm blinded to everything else. You see what I'm saying?
I'm done.
So, and that's what put me on this whole thought path to even when I was talking about that concert or whatever, you know, the Chris Brown tickets. When I was talking about that, that's what made me try to remember. I'm like, how did I feel? You know what I'm saying? How and because I have never paid attention to where I physically feel it. You see what I'm saying? I've never made a mental note of it until I had to think back on it. Huh?
You know what's so crazy? The first time I started trying to feel where I carry my stress, look, okay, Abigail's gonna know why I'm saying this. My birthday, when we were in Atlanta, okay, the massage therapist Jabril had me trying to
Not
figure
you
out.
dropping his name.
I don't know where I was at for my birthday. He was like, I realized when I was like having my massage, wherever I was tensing up at, I was aware of where it was. And then that's when I realized I carry my stress in my shoulders and in the top of my butt. Like my top of my butt and my shoulders is where I tense up whenever I'm feeling stressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, where, like, you know, and the thing is, wherever your stress usually occurs, and this is like something, the spiritual leader that I listen to, wherever your stress occurs, and I keep it in my stomach too, that's usually what kind of diseases you will develop. So some people keep it in their heart area or their stomach, so then they have gastro problems, or they'll have heart issues, or I don't know what you can have in your butt, but butt issues, shoulders. You know, they can have whatever is over. This is where they will keep those things.
I would say you can get ulcers.
Yep, ulcers, things like that.
And if it's in your back and stuff, you have alignment issues.
Oh yeah, my back be hurting. There we go. Look, did why. She be knowing.
I want to.
Abigail be knowing. I don't care what nobody say.
I be
I don't care
knowing.
what they say about you, Abigail. You good people to me.
I paid attention a little bit in all my classes.
Yeah, you only got 2 pay attention sessions out of me, then I was done. I'm checking out. But
I'm checking out and I'm dropping the course. Nia said I'm out of here.
you might fuck my GPA. Not mine. I work hard. You might mess up my GPA. But these are things that are so important to know, because if imagine how tailored your self-care would be if you knew where you carried your stress or your disappointment or your worries. If you knew you carried it, or you became aware of where your body holds that, how different would your issue, how different would your self-care look? Would you invest in more massages and have them focus more on your upper butt or your shoulders? Would you start making sure that you wear comfortable shoes if you keep it in your feet or your lower body? What would you do differently if you knew where you kept those things?
Girl.
And these are things that are so important.
And that's why it's important that you get your I know hypertension and diabetes, and I already got asthma, all these problems. I'm saying, so it's important that that you get your health together. That I get my health together. I'm gonna take accountability that I get my health together. Instead of trying to throw it out on y'all, I'm gonna put it on me.
But these things are very important, because we can only like improve what we're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
I can only improve my hair if I'm aware of, it's dry. I can only improve my finances if I'm aware that I spend too much money. Like, once you're aware of these things, then you can improve them. But then do it gently. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do additive damage by worrying about where I worry.
You just think about it like this. You are worth more. You are worth to figure it out, basically.
Hallelujah.
Let's get mother up out of here.
But that was a topic. So what kind of conversation do you want us to have in the comments? What do you want people to comment on?
Let us know, where do you feel your emotional pain?
Emotional pain. Okay.
And to be honest, because I feel it right here, and I'm starting to feel just a tinge of it now. But it's because I'm feeling like I'm being exposed. But I'm the one that's exposing myself. So nobody is exposing me, but I feel like I'm being seen. Okay, I am being. So, like, let us know what you feel and where you feel it. And if you're comfortable, what triggers it?
So let us know that. Comment in our DMs. Put in the comments. And people, let's affirm each other. Affirm people. You are on the right track to being where you want to be. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of understanding. And you're worthy of full protection at all times.
So comment, let us know, support each other. And if you aren't aware of it yet, I challenge you to, the next time something, the next time that you feel triggered, pay attention to it and find out, where do you feel it at.
Yes. When somebody cutting you off on the highway.
I feel it right here. In between these, I feel it in between these two fingers.
Not read between the lines. Oh my gosh. Or when you got to run late for something. Or when that boss asks you to redo something that you spent a lot of time doing. lines. But where do you feel it in your body?
I told
In
you.
entirety. I told you where I feel it. Yes. So, this is something that we just want to make. We want to make sure that old girl is conversations in general, real conversations in its totality. Because old girl can also be old girl, but it also could be old girl. Come on.
Oh girl, cause see, you can say, "Oh girl, let me tell you," da 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 da. But
Yes.
you can say, "Oh girl, girl,"
Girl, and girl, you've been crying. You need somebody to talk to.
girl.
Abigayle looking like that, but she love that song. I'm your girl. We are girls. Yes.
I can tell you've been crying. And there's a body through hell.
Michelle was singing.
People try to play Michelle, but Michelle can sing. Okay.
Cater some of these songs. Cater to you. Cater.
My heart.
She cared.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so let's keep having these conversations. Go on, but it's time for.
We're doing a little bit different Ask Auntie today. Okay.
Yes, we are. It's Ask Auntie.
It's Ask Auntie, but it's like a would you rather. Cause y'all not sending us the comments.
You're not sending us what we asked y'all to send us.
Y'all gonna keep getting what we giving until y'all give us what
we asked. I'm just gonna keep giving what y'all giving. Okay, so let's start off with some would you rather's for Ask from Reddit.
I can tell you've been crying.
I can see it in your eyes. Okay, so we're doing would you rather's from Reddit until y'all start asking us. So, Abigayle, let's start off with this first one. Okay. Would you rather have the ability? Would you rather have the ability to time travel or teleportation?
Teleport.
I'd rather do time travel. I'd be curious about stuff. I don't know what it is.
Let me explain. So you mean to tell me as soon as I get dressed, I can just there I'm at work. I'm not wasting no time.
I knew it. How much I travel? I probably should do teleportation.
You mean to tell me I could be like, okay, yeah, we'll be there. That means that when I go home for Christmas, I'm not taking off travel days. You mean to tell me I could just?
Okay, she on to something. Okay, would you rather? This is so funny. Spend 8 hours straight on TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, or Instagram?
Instagram. No, YouTube.
Me too.
Compilation videos, so I can get my fix for all the other shit.
What? You said YouTube gonna tell me it all. They gonna give me the reels of TikTok.
Thank you. They gonna give me the reels and the TikToks. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't have a TikTok.
Would you rather perform something of your choice, singing, theatrics, or speech, in front of 100 strangers or 10 close family and friends? I'm gonna say friends and either or. I'm good with it, but I'm gonna say family and friends. My family and friends are hilarious. Okay, so if I know I can sing. Okay, and they make that so funny. I love it.
It depends on what it is. To be honest, if I have to do it, I was in marching band. When I'm not worried about getting up there and dancing, even though my family and friends can point me out when they come to the game, but while I'm doing it in front of a crowd of all these people and I'm doing it, I know I can't dance, but I'm out there, I'm doing it, they can point me out, people can see me, but that doesn't scare me. But like getting up and doing a speech in front of 25 people in my English class, I'm
I see what you're saying. I
so.
see what you're saying. I would say with me, if it's something serious, I'd rather do it in front of strangers. If it's something not serious and just for fun, strangers or family is good for me. But
Right.
if I'm trying to do something serious in front of my family, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to. If it's supposed to be serious, I'm going to bust out laughing. It's just because I know their faces. I know that they back there being petty. I just know them too much. Okay. This one is: would you rather have bug wings, bird wings, or bat wings?
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say bat.
I am. How did you know that? I was gonna definitely take bat wings. I love them. That would be cool if I could just bust out some bat wings. My God, that would be so cool. Like, cause they like leather. Them like leather wings.
Ew.
That's cool.
I
I
don't
want
want.
no bird wings with feathers. What's up them bat wings?
I don't want none of them. To be honest, to be quite honest.
I want everything.
But if I had to pick one, I would pick like I want some eagle. I want like some big. I don't want no wings like this. Okay, I want the wings that's like. Or I'll be
Yeah,
a butterfly. I'll take some butterfly wings.
oh, give me the bat wings. They look like suede.
I want to look pretty. Those are gonna look creepy. That ain't cute when you bust out. You say, "All right, so I'm about to take off."
I might bust out the car, even though bats don't say that. I might give you a little whistle. Figure out where I'm going. Echolocation. Echolocation. Okay. Um. That doesn't make sense on that. Would you rather know the cause of your death or the date of your death?
The date.
Yeah, I don't want to know how. Cause if it's something crazy, I'm gonna try to prevent it. Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to know the cause because I don't want to. Either way, I'm gonna be sitting there like if it's the date. Well, 3 more days, y'all.
Would you rather be 5'9"? Oh, never mind. That's inappropriate. Would you rather be your current age for eternity or be 70 years old for the rest of your life?
I'll be my current age for eternity.
Now, because there's gonna be a point where my kids can be older than me, and I'm gonna be pissed when they saying yes, yes, yes. When I'm gonna start calling my kids ma'am, because I was raised like that.
First of all, let me tell you something. People call me ma'am now at 25. Okay, that's one. But two, people who be having kids at a young age, they still call their mama mama. So even though they, you know,
Yeah, but your parents keep getting older.
yeah, okay, I'll stay
Your
20.
kids,
Look, even though I'll be 25, okay, biologically, okay, I know I was born in 96.
it's like not Shang-Chi. Yeah, but Shang-Chi, his dad was immortal.
That's what I'm saying. Shoot, I'll be 25. I'll be 50. Still 25 though.
Getting it on the floor.
They'll be like, oh my God, you were born in 96?
God.
I'll be like, yeah. So I'll say 25. It ain't nothing I can't do. I don't, I'll put it like this. I don't want to be 70 yet. So when I'm 70, I'll be 25.
Okay, this one is Marvel themed. Which Infinity Stone would you personally want the most?
List them. Ain't it mind, soul, time?
Yeah, so the Infinity Stone
Mind, soul,
are
time.
space. It grants the user the ability to travel between places instantaneously. Mind grants the user the ability to control minds. Reality grants the user the ability to control reality, change reality. Power, manipulate energy and unnaturally powerful strength. Time, the user the ability to control time, and soul, the user ability to control a person's soul.
I'll take space.
Mm.
Because once again,
I can take it to my job. 2.5 seconds after I have gotten dressed, I will do that.
but that way, when I say I'm on the way, I won't be lying. I can say this. I'll be there in like 2 seconds.
I might. Mm,
All the other ones sound like fucking with somebody's mind, and I'm not interested in doing none of
yeah,
that.
I was gonna say I wouldn't want to mess with reality because then that was just me wanting to live out my dreams and giving people not the ability to control their own, but something about power, something about being able to flip over a card just really entices me. So if it's not space, I would definitely use the power.
I
I
don't
can
gotta
flip over
flip.
a card.
I don't have to flip over a car because if it's in the way, I can just move around it.
Abigail said, big brain. It said, there's life on Mars. You said just went there. No, it ain't.
Just got back.
Just got back. No life up there at all.
And first of all, I went to the moon. There was no footstep, but okay.
Woo! That's me. But yes, so that's it for Ask Auntie. We hope that you all enjoyed this episode. Thank you for chilling out with us today. Do you have anything you want to say before we get out of here, Abigail?
Send us the pictures of the animals. Send us
Yeah.
send us Ask Auntie questions.
Yeah.
And comment, engage with us. Let us know. We want this to really be a community, of people who feel like we're having a conversation. Like we don't just say real conversation between real friends. Yes, we are real friends, but
Yeah.
between real friends. It's a community.
Come on.
So, but yeah, thank you all for joining us.
Thank you all.
Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for watching this whole video. Hit us up at Old Girl Pod on Instagram. You will see these lovely faces. Yeah, and tell us something you want to hear, or you want to hear our opinion about something that could be a whole topic.
Yeah. Thank you all so much, and we hope that you enjoyed this. And yeah, that is it for today. Bye.
Bye.